Well, let me show you all the one-on-one help you could get when you join Let's Go Help. I mean, it's a service we have on Facebook, and if you're not interested in Facebook, we have it on another platform too, if that's an issue. But this is Sabrina, one of our admin people who helps me and helps you too find all the government programs and nonprofit organizations that give out grants and free services for you to improve your life and live better, no matter what income, no matter what age or whatever. And she explains it better than I do because I've been doing this for 40, 50 years. And I just can't wait to get every time I do something else besides answering people's questions, I want to rush through it. So she's very persistent and kind and slow to, so you understand how to get the best help there is in America. And I believe, of course, that's a biased point of view, but you show me somebody else who studied this stuff, particularly for personal grants or business. There's a lot of people who say they do grants, and it's really for nonprofits. But the personal help, and the government gives out an average of $220,000 to $30,000 a year to every family. And what we also have is our own grants. So when you get into the group, don't forget about we give $20,000 a month to people in $1,000 grants and $500 grants. So that's like 30 people every month that get a grant from us. And all you have to do is a simple application. Just tell us what you need $1,000 for. And that's all you have to do. Or do a video. I don't care. Anything. And then we also have another thing where we have a training course. It's a week-long training course. And we show you step by step how to get this stuff and applications, everything you need to know about getting government grants. And then we also have a grant for that. We take two people who did the most work in the training course for that week and give them $200 a piece. So that's another little incentive for you to learn how to use the biggest source of money and help that's available in the world, and it's there for you. So watch.
Hello, everyone. I'm an administrator here in the Leskow Help Group. I wanted to come and walk through some of the basics of how to get the most out of your membership here in our group. As you can see, I have the screen pulled up. This is what it'll look like from a desktop or laptop computer. I want to draw your attention to one of the most important features of our group. This box, What's on Your Mind, and it'll have your name in this spot here, is the most important function of this group. This is where you create a post so that Matthew Leskow has a chance to see and answer. When you're on a phone, it will look slightly different. So let's check out how to create a post so I can show you what the difference will look like. I believe this is also how it looks from a tablet. When you create your posts, they won't immediately show up here on the newsfeed. They'll go to a queue where Matthew Leskow has the chance to see and answer. When you create your questions from a phone or a tablet, you may have a box that looks more like this. Write something. The reason that we ask you to create a post rather than to comment within a post, such as this, is because some of these end up with as many as 300 plus answers. It gets very easy to miss your questions, and we never want to miss our members' questions. So please take advantage of this function. Let's go over it again just to see what a good question would look like. Some of you have expressed concerns about privacy. So to give you a little bit of background about myself, we have some members of my family who have health issues. We have debt issues, as most Americans do. I have children who are under 18, and I am an entrepreneur. So those are some of the things that I would want to include in my post, as well as my state. So I would say something to the nature of, So I'll just read that out loud for everybody. Hello, I am looking for help with debt repayment, business grants, homeschooling equipment, and medical debt. I live in the state of Utah. When I give this much detail to my question, the admins are so much more able to give you detailed answers in return, to give you the best resources for your situation, and you aren't really providing any personal information. You can even leave out your state if you're worried about that for other privacy reasons. That does limit our ability to answer with as much detail, but you will still get an amazing amount of resources in answer to your question. Okay, so let's look over some of the other features of this group. At the top here, from a desktop or laptop, you have this row of buttons. This looks a little different from a phone or a tablet. You may or may not have a More function here. One of the other commonly utilized functions of this group is how to access your mini state grant report. If you click this button here from a laptop or desktop, you'll find another tab to push, Files. On a phone or a tablet, the Files button may be along the top row already. Click this button, and you see a list of documents appear. Okay, here at the top, we have a couple of images that I haven't had a chance to look at, but these are the mini state grant reports. So they're listed in alphabetical order, reverse for some reason. That's how Facebook chose to itemize them. And I'll go to my state, which is Utah, and click the Utah Financial Assistance Grant, which will take me to the post where one of our other administrators, Karishma, and I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name, I'm sure I would butcher it. Once you have this post pulled up, you simply click that post and it automatically downloads to your device, or you may see some prompts asking you how you would like to handle the document. Let's pull that document up, shall we? I want to just double check here and make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Nope, let's switch that over. And here you see the document that I downloaded to my device. This is one of the most common documents, and it really does have information for most situations if you take the time to scroll through and really think about what it is that you need. All right, let's go ahead and X out of that, and I'll return to our previous screen. Okay. Now, you see here that we're still on the post where Karishma has posted the Utah Financial Assistance. If you look at the top at any point, you'll find the home button. On a phone, it'll probably just have the little circle with the house, and you can click that and return to the main news feed. Okay. This is another function I'd like to draw your attention to. This is how you search for topics or your name in this group. There it is. This is showing you probably in the most recent, where I've answered a question. You can show posts only that you've seen. You can show the most recent. You can show both. When you're ready to return to the home screen, simply look for something that shows a clickable link. It may be a home button. It may be something that says Let's Go Help. It'll look a little different on each device. The reason that you would want to ever search your name would be to find the answers from the administrators, where we have talked to you in comments that you've made or posts that you've created. You can also search for topics. And then look for the most recent. And maybe it's something that you saw just recently. Again, I'll return to the Leskow Help main page. Another interesting function here in the group is guides. Here you can see we have how to use Leskow Help, testimonials, grants for business, nonprofit, investors, and freelancers, grants to pay bills, expenses, and debt, state-by-state sources of free government money and services, one stop to apply for every government benefit you're eligible for, housing and real estate, business entrepreneurs, freelancers, and nonprofits, extra income gig economy freelancing work at home, jobs, job training, college, and education, how to do research, lessons from Leskow called Leskow Lessons, debt-free, money and services to help with all debts, coronavirus opportunities for individuals and businesses, how to cancel. As Leskow says, he knows it can happen, and we always wish you the best, but we also want you to know, when you're done, how to end your services. We have so many testimonials, we had to create an additional guide. You get the idea. Let's return to the home page. I hope that this has given you a good overview of how to utilize this group to the best of your advantage. Please feel free to reach out with any of your questions. You aren't bothering us. That's what we're here for. We love to help our members. Please let us know if there are any other questions that we can answer for you. Thank you and have a wonderful day.